Yo, what's up, everybody? I know y'all was waiting. Listen, I put on the advertisement, 8 o'clock or CP time, because things don't always work out right.
Did they peep the CP time?
I don't know if they paid attention to it, man. But I know y'all been waiting. We here. Lavish Bike Night, the virtual bike night. We got a couple people that's going to be joining us. They're not here yet, but don't worry, they coming. The main ringleader of the post has not got here yet. But that individual will be here. You know, just give them some time. Give them some time, should I say. And I got right here my partner next to me, man. We got Pedro right here.
Hey.
Yeah, we got Pedro.
Yeah. Give me a hand. Hey, what's up?
Yeah, Pedro, man. I'm glad to have you here, man.
Of course. Man.
You know, we got somebody else up in here, man. We got you know, we got Tank in the house. Tank, where you at? Where you at? Can you hear us?
Right here, my guy.
All right, man. What's up, man? What's up, man? We can't barely see you, man. Take the camera back a little bit, man. We can't barely see you, man. You know.
Can y'all see me?
I can see you, man. But you know, you like
Well,
right
I
there
can't
up in
see
there.
you, though. Hold on.
Now you got a blank screen, man. Where you at? We done lost him. He'll be back. All he got to do is click back in. Okay, here he go. We back. You under the Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
You under the Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
All right, cool, man. We don't want to
Yes,
lose
sir.
you, man. So today's topic, man, what we talking about? We talking about club hopping, man. And you know, what's your definition? What's your take? What's your feel? What's your thoughts on club hoppers? Motorcycle hopping, club hopping in general, man. Switching clubs, man. You know, we want to know that, man. And we got two individuals, man. One of them, Tank, on the line, and then we got the other guest that's not here, man. I'm sure the club hopping thing is hitting hard on their hearts, and they want to talk about it, man. So,
Yeah.
why not provide the platform? Because I want to hear it, man. Tank, man, talk about it, man. What's going on, man? Tell us about club hopping, man, and how you feeling about it.
See, first of all, I want to get something straight, though. We not here to talk about no particular club, no particular person, or nothing like that. We just talking about the situation.
Right.
I don't have a problem with. First of all, when you join this, you're supposed to join what you want to be and where you comfortable at. I don't have no problem with nobody going to another club if that's what you want to do. What I have a problem with is you done came over here and been this fucked up ass person, or then fucked over your bros, and then you run somewhere else like we was the problem or they was the problem or something like that.
Right.
You don't, how can I say it without being disrespectful? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can hear you loud and clear. We can hear you loud and clear, man. Talk about it.
It's ups and downs in every club. If you don't like what's going on in your club, try to put yourself in a better position to make it better for your bros.
Exactly, bro. You hit it right on the nail.
How
bro.
can I call you my bro if we done been together 10 goddamn years and you standing across the room with some other guys that you don't even really know, but you steady calling me your bro? Bro's supposed to be able to get over whatever they got going on. If me and you had a fight or argument last week, and we can't get over this shit today, how is you really my bro?
Right.
How?
That's true,
It don't make sense.
cause your
And
blood,
then you go to another
two
club
blood
and
brothers.
think that this is gonna make you better. You're still that fucked up individual. It's not the club, it's you.
It's a lot of club hopping going on nowadays, man. We
Let
see
let me ask you something though, Lavish. How do you feel about that?
how do I feel about it.
Yeah.
My honest opinion about the whole club thing. So I want to speak on it, man. Me personally, when I joined the motorcycle club that I'm in, it was a lock-in law, and that meant once you joined that motorcycle club, you were locked in that club. And still to this day, I still, adhere to that. Because that's what I when I joined the club, that's what it was. And throughout the years, you're not always gonna be happy with that motorcycle club. It's just not gonna happen. It's gonna be as ups and downs. I mean, there's so many times, just like one, man. You want to leave, screw this club, but then you come back. You have thoughts on going elsewhere, but then it's like, man, I done put in too much time, and then you get branded with that. You get branded with that club. So to me, it's certain people now that done been 2 or 3 different clubs, but in my eyes, I remember them when I met them. They was in this club. So I mean, I'm not a believer in the club hopping thing, man. I just feel like you go from one club to another, it's still gonna be the same problems.
And another thing, just like he stated, if I tell guys this all the time, if you in a club and you don't like a situation, just like he stated, 100%, I say it all the time, get yourself in position to because it's your job when you sign up for that. Get yourself in position to make that better. What you gonna do? Go to another club and then don't like that? Because every club, no matter what club it is, it's gonna be something about it that you don't like.
That's it.
Period.
And
something that you ain't gonna like all the time.
And the difference is, am I leaving this club because I'm mad and I don't like this? So I'm going to this club because I'm mad at this club.
But let me tell you something funny though. Y'all both gonna check this out. You ever notice like when it's anniversary time? When it's anniversary time, and at the time that particular club is popular for that weekend, very popular. Everybody there, everybody want to see y'all. That particular person, he want to be a part of that. Then,
yeah, because he got to come back around. I missed my fellowship. I missed the fellowship that was going on in that club. Hold on a second. I want to bring in our other guest. Y'all might know him. A lot of bikers, if y'all follow and pay attention what's going on in the bike world, and keep up with the internet and different podcasts, man, we got Black Dragon in the house right here from the Black Sabbath. So y'all make some noise for him.
Wow.
Yeah. They gave you a standing ovation.
Yeah.
Standing ovation, bro.
What's going on?
Clapping in.
Yeah. What's going on, man? I'm glad to have you on the show today, man. And it's funny because you were just talking about club hoppers and club hopping just this past week, man. And it's been a discussion that's been going on around my town as well, man. And we just talking about club hopping. How you feel about it, your views. What do you consider a club hopper? Guys leaving from one club to another club, is that necessarily club hopping or step up? So I mean, it's really a lot of different people. We all got our different views on it, man, and we just here to really just listen to everybody's views, man, and get a take of it.
Well, first of all, thank you for having me on. I appreciate you reaching out. For those of you who don't know, I'm Black Dragon, former national president of the mighty Black Sabbath Motorcycle Club Nation. club that was started in San Diego, California in 1974 by 7 black men who rode on Sundays. We rose to become now a 50-year-old motorcycle club, celebrating our 50th anniversary this February. We enjoy chapters across the United States of America from coast to coast. Our brotherhood is strong. We're one of the few what you would call traditional clubs that are mixed race. So we have brothers of all colors and sizes, ilks, whatever religions, whatever the case may be. We welcome all. We're a hard riding motorcycle club. We ride from coast to coast. I've been associated with the Black Sabbath since 1989, so over 30 years. I prospected for about 5 years, hung around for a few years, so I was with the club for many years before I became a member. Had many opportunities to go many places, if you can imagine prospecting forever. But I had put my mind on the club. So I've been a one club person for my entire 30 years 30 plus years I've been involved in the motorcycle club world. And so for me, I'm a little bit jaundiced about folks that switch clubs, but I have done in my videos, I have a YouTube channel called Black Dragon Biker TV, and we talk about motorcycle club protocol on that channel, and we did this talk a couple days ago on the round table, and we have a round table every Sunday where we get people from all over, 1%ers, 99%ers, everybody, Sundays at 8 p.m. Eastern time, and we talk about things. And this last talk was about club hopping, and I just did a video on it about what are the rules for club hopping. So I think club hopping is the recreational or non-professional act of moving from one club to another, either because you can't get your way, you can't settle, you can't find a home, or you can't dominate people, intimidate them, confuse them. So you got to run and you got to go someplace else. To me, that's club hopping. I've come up with 5 reasons that I think changing a club is good, because there's club changing, and there are reasons for you to change clubs, but there aren't, to me, reasons to be a club hopper. And it's for a couple different reasons. One is because clubs nowadays are so damn thirsty. And 2, it's because people nowadays are so damn thirsty, have no commitment, have no discipline, have none of those things that we thought were important for motorcycle clubs as I was coming up. So, and what's sad, what I never thought I'd see, is now we have the situation where even 1%er clubs have become thirsty. So we see folks hopping in and out of there. We never thought we'd see that before. So I think it's the sign of the times where the kinds of people that we're getting in are not, I don't know, as disciplined as we were in my time, but they're also not starstruck either. Some of this is the club's problem. We can sit around all day long and talk about how screwed up the people are, but we don't talk about the clubs with the way we do things one way, and we make excuses for people we like, and we have cliques and sidebars, and the way we talk about brothers. And some clubs don't deserve to have good people in them. You're nasty and foul and rank from day one. And a lot of these kids that we say have no discipline or whatever also don't take that BS. Can we cuss on your channel?
Yeah, absolutely, man. We we being ourselves, and I do agree. A lot of people in this day and age, and when I say this day and age, the times have changed from back when the old heads, and I call them old heads because they've been around since the beginning of most of these clubs. The things that they went through, the things that they did, the up and coming young guys, they just not going for that. They not tolerating it. They not putting up with, they not putting up with that. So that plays a factor too in how some of the structure from club to club has to change to be more modernized. We can't keep living in the times of the 70s and the 80s of when the MC Club first started, the way that we have our probies out here, a lot of guys, we are self-sufficient, financially stable. So the motorcycle club nowadays, in my opinion, is not so much of a secondary rescue home. Those are just my words.
No, but they're wise words because for many folks, they're looking for that secondary rescue home. That's the way it was, especially when you had the returning vets from Vietnam and the wars and stuff, and we don't really have that going on so much right now. So we have a different person, a different breed of person that's looking to belong to a motorcycle club, and it's not necessarily because they lack family. It might be because they want brotherhood for other reasons, or they just got a really nice motorcycle and they want to hang out with like-minded people. And I'm making my own money, and I don't need the motorcycle club to become a man. I don't need the motorcycle club to raise me. I don't need the motorcycle club to direct me. I have all those things. I'm a Mason and an Alpha and a Kappa and a fire marshal and all these kinds of things. So I don't need to be raised by the Proby thing. I don't need to clean your toilets out. I'm rich. We can't hire somebody to do the toilets, and so you come up with all this noise and this nonsense. And kids nowadays, and I say kids, younger folks, 30s, 40s, kids now, in my day, if a senior member talked crazy to you or maybe backhanded you or something crazy, you might take that. Boy, you hit one of these kids today, you're going to have a problem on your hands.
Definitely.
So,
yeah, definitely, man. They come in seeking revenge. They gonna make you regret that.
So there's a lot of reasons now that people are jumping, and then the worst one or prevalent one is when they find that the MC didn't give them the brotherhood that we promised. And that's a bad one because, for guys that have been in clubs a long time, you've been in your club for what? How long?
I've been in there 17 years.
Yeah. So there have been many times, and you can't, you would lie if you said, man, there wasn't many times I thought I was just going to leave these brothers alone.
Absolutely.
So nowadays, these brothers don't give you 17 years to get your act together.
No, you barely got a good 2 years in with them.
You might have 3 months. So when they find out that family ain't family and you're not there like you said you would be, or you looking at their girlfriend or calling their girlfriend up or going and liking all the pictures on their girlfriend's YouTube page and doing some just non-family kind of bullshit. A lot of these younger guys, rather than kill you, they're just going to go on and go to the next club. So the clubs have to look at their part in the responsibility of club hoppers. There's a two-way street here. And
yeah.
I don't want to hog up the conversation. So,
no, I mean, we listening.
But you're making a lot of valid points, though.
So I think a club hopper is a person that isn't affected by those things and is hopping because of self. And those are the people that can't intimidate us, can't manipulate us, can't lie. We find out negative things about them and they break the rules, and to avoid prosecution, to avoid the suspension and the removal or having to reprospect all over again, poof, they're gone. And we see them collect motorcycle clubs like a stripper collects business cards. And I think if you let that happen to your motorcycle club and you become the yet another broken heart in this person's life, that's your own fault, because clubs have stopped background checking, stopped calling a club you came from to ask what kind of person you are. Stop calling to make sure that your dues and stuff are paid and that you left your books clean and that you left on a good slate. Stop calling to see if you haven't been put out on bad. Clubs are now taking people that have been put out bad. Used to be if you were put out on bad, no one in the whole biker community would talk to you. Now folks are saying, hey, yeah, man, we got a home for you.
Yeah, it's about numbers. It's about numbers. It's about filling numbers out so we can be stronger out in the street.
So and I'd be like, stronger out in the street. Why? What you got going on that requires such strength? If you was doing the right kind of things, you wouldn't have that issue. But clubs allow themselves to be hopped too. By lowering their standards. And man, it's really crazy. People are getting in clubs without having a prospect.
Now, what about this one, man? People getting into clubs without even having a motorcycle.
So
that's going on.
You're going to find an interesting twist on that with me.
Okay.
So I'm not so mad that you don't have a motorcycle. I might even let you in my club. It was funny. A 1%er told me this one time. I was huffing and puffing. Oh, they don't even have a motorcycle. Blah, blah, blah. And he looked at me and he said, brotherhood is defined by the capability of you being a brother. I'll build you a damn motorcycle.
Right. Or help you get one.
It won't be beautiful. You won't have the nicest Harley out here. But if you're worth my brotherhood, we'll get together. We'll go in that back room out of there. We'll pull enough parts out and we'll build you a damn motorcycle. We're looking for strong brothers who ride. And I always thought about that. I was like, if somebody was worth their brotherhood, I wouldn't have a problem with them joining without a motorcycle. Matter of fact, I've known many guys to be between motorcycles. And then we all know those guys in our club that for some reason, your motorcycle club was in your wife's name, or your bike was in your wife's name, and you're going to cheat on her with 3 or 4 different people and think that you're going to get to keep the motorcycle. And now you don't have one and ain't had one for like 9 months, and we still waiting on you to get them. So we've had those folks in. So are they worse than the guy that just came in with no motorcycle at all? Look, y'all, I ain't gonna play. I just ain't got one.
I believe in things. I believe things do happen throughout the course of your biking career. But I mean, if I'm planning on joining a motorcycle, the way I look at it is come to the table with something. You're more than likely a stranger, a tag along, a hang around, however it is. Come to the table with the motorcycle to make the motorcycle club match what you want to join.
No, it's kind of like what he said. Like, first of all, come to the table as a strong bro. It goes back to what he said. Once we see you as a strong bro, then that's when the motorcycle part comes in. But it's a lot of people that comes in with motorcycles that ain't worth a damn, man.
That's true.
So just
absolutely,
that's true. A lot of them. A lot of them, bro.
So it goes back to what the OG just said, all about being a strong brother and being strong minded and understanding the definition of brotherhood. That's what you have to understand first. The real definition of calling somebody your brother.
Right.
And you gotta be, okay. I can dig it. I still prefer you join with a motorcycle. That's just my personal.
We all prefer that.
Look, that's always an A+.
Preference.
Yeah, that's always an A+.
So now when we talk about club hoppers, because I see people, man, and I see them, and within 2, 3, 4 years, man, they done been to 3, 4 different clubs.
I was seeing them do it in the summer.
Is it them? Is it the club? How do you know a club hopper from just a person whose club didn't treat them well, that they wasn't looking for a step up, versus the person just not being a loyal guy? And I feel like when they go through their probie time, they're learning about the club. They're seeing about the club. They're learning the guys that's here. And then every time you look up, they go into to another club. I personally have a problem with that.
Hey, Dragon.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've seen this. I watched this over and over. When guys, when especially when you got a new club or even a new club or a club that's very popular. When a club is very popular, you see that a lot. And guys, I done been with guys myself, and perfect example, I done been with guys myself, and we go to like a big annual. And in Detroit, some annuals are big, pretty big, but not like some of the annuals on the West Coast.
In the South.
In the South. I'm gonna keep it 100. Now there's some big ones now, but not like that. And I have been with guys, and these guys have probably they never been to those type of annuals or nothing. Take them down there, they see that they're more, I won't say like starstruck. And then next thing you know, that's what they want to do. That's what they want to be.
See, but I will respect a person that goes back to probeship, like y'all just said. Like once your 90 days of being a probie is seeing if this is where you want to be at, learning people, learning the ins and outs about the club. Sometimes people join something thinking that this is for them and it don't be for them. So I don't really have a problem with that. That's not a club hopper to me. That goes back to what you said, Lavish. That's a step up for that person. But if a person has been in this club all these years and then you fucking over people, like y'all said, or you ain't getting your way, or you never became vice president or president or something, then you go to another club acting like we just fucked you over, or this club just fucked you over or something. That's a club hopper.
See, my thing has always been like this in a club is this. Your work ethics, no matter what club you in, your work ethics itself is going to put you. I never was a person that got in the club and then be like, oh, let me be the president or let me be vice president or business manager or whatever, because your work ethics is going to always put you in those positions.
Definitely.
So, but I've seen opposite of that, so. But
one of the reasons of us joining is to become president.
Check this out though. Don, as you said that, when I first was in the club, I just wanted to be a part of the club. But in my mind, I was like, well, I'm just gonna sit back. I'm just gonna sit back but I didn't want to just be a part of the club. I'm gonna be in this club. I'm just gonna sit back and go for the ride and do whatever it is to help us move whatever direction the club is going in. And it's, I guess, work ethics, and put me in the position when people are like, well, maybe you should be business manager, or maybe you should be vice president or president. And that's how I always was put in a position. I never was like, oh, let me get in this club and let me be the president. Because whatever, I'm a president of a club right now, Detroit Kings and Queens Hierarchies. But my work ethics is, I would have the same work ethics right now if I was just a regular member.
Yeah.
Because I want to see the club grow. I want to see the club grow.
I think it goes back as well. I want to throw this out there. When you say that you'd be, just the same as if you was a president, it goes kind of back to what Black Dragon said earlier. The club still has a responsibility to treat their members as such. And sometimes you get to a point where the club is pretty much like, screw the members. Because you got clubs that got different cliques inside the club.
That's a fact.
If you're not with that clique,
that's a fact.
Then screw you. If you ain't part of that clique.
That's a fact.
If they don't want you to be in this position, you won't be in there.
I think every club had it.
But every club.
Why do clubs form cliques?
Lost him. He'll be back. He'll be back.
Because that's human nature. Clubs form cliques because it's
Everybody
human
don't
nature
gel
to
with
click up.
everybody.
You go to church, churches form cliques. Everything that you're in, there's a clique within a clique, a group within a group, and it's the president's job to break down those cliques by making everybody be transparent. And it's also the sergeant at arms' job to do that. So we're going to bring everything to the table. So we're talking about such and such behind their back, or we're saying something ugly about such and such. When the president hears that, when the sergeant at arms hears that, they break that down, they stop that, and they bring it to the table. And so it's going to be an always everyday battle for the leadership of the club to alleviate the club of cliques. But when we go back to this idea, so what is a club hopper? A club hopper is a person that is hopping from club to club for their own benefit. So a lot of things that we've talked about are why people will leave clubs, but a club hopper is taking advantage. They're trying to move from club to club for their own benefit, either escaping from something, running from something, or trying to maneuver or manipulate something. We see some club hoppers that are very, very good at taking 15% of the club with them. And now they are over here in this club, and now they've got a big block of voters, and they're over here screwing up stuff over there. So I am against club hoppers. I'm against people that are trying to move and manipulate and work the system and work the scene. But there are other people that are moving up for other reasons. Like, for instance, we think of the move up. The move up is if you're moving from a social club to a motorcycle club, or a social club to a riding club to a traditional club, or a family club, a traditional family club to an outlaw club to a one percenter club. These are things that you might think of as moving up, stepping up. So you're moving from one type of organization to the other. For me, by all means, if you started with a riding club and ended up with a one percenter club and stopped in every club in between, to me, you did a good thing. That's not club hopping. That's moving up. You're moving and moving until you find where your niche is. I've also seen it the other way around. Guys in one percenter clubs or outlaw clubs have a different life. I'm now a grandfather. My children died. I have to raise the grandchildren. I need a slower lifestyle. I need to come down a step. I can't deliver at that level anymore. So I need to now come down to a traditional club, a family club, a 99%er club, and move there. So these are people that are moving for different reasons. To me, these are not club hoppers. They're not taking advantage of the system. Club hoppers are interesting because they're normally hopping because they couldn't manipulate, or they couldn't intimidate, or they couldn't move the rules around or something. And we find that club hoppers find out a few things. One, the grass is never greener on the other side, which makes me laugh because so many of them think it is. Two, the same issues you had over here, if that's the kind of person you are, you're going to have those same damn issues over there. And so, three, we can't all be wrong about you.
Right.
So when you're getting ready to hop onto your next club, they're going to be wrong about you too, right? And four, you can't run from the messy mess you are. It's going to eventually catch up to you. You're going to run out of clubs to hop to.
Now, can you just, you got life issues that come about. Like you said, you got different type of issues that come about. What about not having been in the club at all? I mean, it's all right to still fellowship. You don't have to have this vest on to be a person. So if you have all these issues where you feel that you might need to step down versus, still being loyal to your club in some type of way, because again, it is a brotherhood, some type of brotherhood. So they should understand, hey, he just can't be active or as active. He's here and there, but he's still one of us, versus going to another club. I'd rather just not be in the club at all.
So, for in the motorcycle club world, we have a special case for that. That is in most every club's bylaws, and that's called a leave of absence. And that works. A lot of people are just too in their feelings to use it, or too mad, or too throwing a temper tantrum to use that. But that is a valid way to not be around for a while, to be able to go handle what you need to handle. You can even come and hang out and party. They might even let you wear your vest, but you don't have to pay dues. There's a lot of things you don't have to do. And that's a great means to exercise if you're having issues that you need to step away for a while. But folks that are disingenuous and not trying to do the right thing, they're not looking for that. They're looking for, to get someplace else so that they can cause some more messiness where they get to. But there are life issues, things that come in. I've come up with 5 reasons why you should leave your motorcycle club. I did a video called that on Black Dragon Biker TV on YouTube. 5 reasons why you should leave your club. I wouldn't call you a club hopper if you left for any of these reasons. I think I can remember a few of them off the top of my head. Like, one, there was a lady who was in a motorcycle club, and she had a wreck at about 25, 30 miles an hour, didn't have a helmet on, hit her head, busted her head open, and some of her brain matter fell out onto the ground. So needless to say, she was screwed up. She was in the hospital for like 6 months, and not one time did anybody in her entire motorcycle club come to see her. Then when she was able to get out of the hospital, they wanted to fine her and put her on suspension for not coming into any meetings and all kind of silliness. That's a person that has a viable reason to get the hell out of that club. Another guy came in, he was a prospect and everything, and he got his colors and stuff, and he found out that the president and other members of his chapter were talking to his wife when he wasn't at home, talking to her about things they had no business talking to her about, talking to her negatively about him, things going on in the club. Well, what the hell are y'all trying to do? You trying to get with my woman? I've heard people say, well, you can't control your woman. Look, my woman does not have a pact with you. I have a pact with you. So it's not if I can't control my woman, it's if you can't control your loins. Well, if we're brothers, you know good and damn well you don't want me laying up in your woman's bed or talking to her on the phone. So why are you talking? I thought he had a perfectly excellent reason to leave that club because of the dirtbags that were trying to get at his woman. And even telling them stuff about this guy in the club. But hold up, that's club business. What are you talking outside of the club? Why are you trying to run this man down in front of her husband? This is just an excellent reason to leave those bozos alone. There have, all kinds of other little things like that. I came up with like 5 of them. If you feel like you need to move up, if you feel like you can't give brotherhood anymore, there's some good reasons to leave your club. And I think that doesn't make you a club hopper to do those things.
All right. Now, when you speak on move up, for the individuals out there that's watching, your definition of moving up is going from a riding club to a social club to a MC club, and then possibly to an outlaw club, a 1%er club. That's what you speak on when you say a step up, correct?
Right. Social club being the bottom of the structure, a riding club being a little higher, then a traditional club, family club, something like that. And you might have your motorcycle ministries in there, somewhere in between that maybe. And then, of course, you have your motorcycle associations, MSOs, other kinds of motorcycle organizations like hog riders or something like that. Even though Hog Riders is a motorcycle club in San Diego, so I'm not trying to talk negatively about them or anything, but I mean like the Hog that Harley Davidson, yeah, and then and so these are various levels of emceeing, not emceeing, but motorcycle associations, and in my thought, moving from one of those to like boom, now so you move from one of those to like a riding club. To me, that's stepping up. If you move from like a riding club to a traditional MC, family club, whatever you want to call that, that's like to me a step up. If you're moving from that kind of a club to an outlaw organization, to me, that's a step up. If you're moving from an outlaw to a 1%er, to me, that's a step up. So there are support clubs in there. You might move from a support club to the club it's supporting. That's a step up. So to me, those are valid reasons to to move from club to club?
I mean, I guess everybody, everybody got their, they got their reasons, and I mean, it do, could make sense to them individuals. But then I go back from when, before you got on the live, I was speaking about when I joined my club, we had a lock-in law. And that was, once you join this motorcycle club, this is it. And before you got your full set, they asked you, is this something that you want to do? And I still to this day stay true to that. Even though it's times that I want to quit this club, screw this club, I hate this club, can't stand this club, this, whatever, I always stay with my club, just based off of that. And then, a few years back, they opened up they took that away. I guess they like, listen, man, if a guy don't want to be in this club, screw him, get him up out of here. We don't need him. We don't want him. Let him go to the next club. But me personally, I'm still to this day stuck on that. So when I see individuals that been in my club 5, 6, 10 years, they got history. When I see them leave to go to another club, for me personally, I feel some type of way.
Of course.
I feel some type of way because I think it's a certain amount of loyalty that that left. Outside of that, I feel like it was so much shared within the club, good and bad. It was stuff that about within the walls of this clubhouse. And because you left for whatever angry reason, I sometimes might have to worry, because that bond that we had as we were once bros, as we call each other, you over on the other side, how much loyalty and trust do I still have in you when you know a lot of secrets, when you know how we move? So for me, I'm paranoid by that. So the way I look at you when you leave after being in this club for so many years, for me, I don't really look at you the same way. Now, it is a few cases where, we done been in, club matters where, a guy left because it was some real, messed up stuff. So I kind of understood that. But on the average, it's because a person didn't get their way. They're mad. And I just really don't respect that. And I don't know if it's just because I'm just stuck in the way the club was when I joined the club, and I'm just one of those guys that's stuck on the old way and I'm not ready to change. But I just feel like once you join this club, hey, you probed it enough. You were in here, you learned these individuals. So what is your reason for leaving this club, especially guys that got enough time in just to, wear they colors, don't pay dues, don't have to come around, you retired. Why even leave and start all over from ground zero? What are you accomplishing? Is it just to prove a point to say, hey, screw you, I'm over here with these guys? That's one. And then, I laugh. I don't want to go too far and say too much, but I laugh how I watch these club hoppers, because I'm going to still call them club hoppers. I see how they go from one club to another club, and now they some tough guys. Boy, they some bad mother jammers, man. Me, I know you, and you really not laying like that, brother.
Right. But Lavish, like you said, like, you look at them different. You don't think the bros that they over there with is looking at them the same way?
Well, I'm not sure, because now I want to flip that coin, because it's a double-sided sword. I want to flip that coin, because me being in the club, I'm looking at you and I'm seeing, well, you a good brother over there at that club, because, hey, I want you. I want you over here, man, because if you was as loyal as you were over there, and for one, they wasn't treating you right, I need you. I need you over here in my club, because I know you active. I know you're going to come out. I know you got that motorcycle, and I know you're going to represent. So me, I'm scouting. I'm not leaving my club, but I will scout. Let me get you over here, man. If you already talking about screw this club, you ain't happy. Oh, we got a space for you. We got a set of colors over here. I'm not going to go into your club solicit, but however, if you want to leave, and I know, just through biking with you, you might be a good fit over here with us, brother.
Okay,
Sometimes
so
people sometimes, just like you said, other clubs do fit people better,
Well,
than the club that they in at the time.
we've unpacked a lot of things here. So let's take them as we've unpacked them.
Okay, let's get it.
One, when guys leave the club, I feel some kind of way too.
Yes.
I don't like your ass no more.
That's true. Hey, man. Can't nobody deny that, man. Can't nobody deny that.
You broke my heart. I fell in love with your punk ass, and now now you gone. I let you come to my children. They calling you Uncle Joey and shit. And here I am cussing. Forgive me. They call you Uncle Joey. I got my woman is when is Joe and his wife coming over? I've introduced you to my club. I've told you my secrets, man. They repossessing my car next week. I've shared with you, and now I'm not good enough for you no more.
We're on the side of the freeway together, broke down.
Yeah, in the rain together. I done lied and told my woman I was at your house and you covered, and now I'm not good enough for you no more, man. Go on. And the way I see it is, we brought you here for life. When we probed you, we didn't probe you for a couple years. We brought you in for life. You are in my club, we use the word prospect. We brought you in for life. We want you to be a lifelong brother. It's a lifelong thing to us. So now here you are, and you talking about come get your colors. Like, bro, we didn't have to come bring them to you. And now we got to go come pick them up out of the trash, off the side of your house. I don't like you no more. And we're not the same kind of brothers. So don't be looking for me to go riding with you. I ride with my brothers in the motorcycle club. That's who I ride with.
And what about the ones that leave your club and then they come back to your club to hang out?
Because the grass wasn't greener.
Yeah.
And our grass is looking pretty green right now, and I'm still like going on. I've gotten and the people on my channel laugh at me because I use this term too much, but I've gotten like jaundiced eyes. I'm looking at you real out the side of my eyes are real jaundiced when it comes to you. They're yellow as hell. I don't like you. And people that leave and come back, and I've seen them leave and come back 3 or 4 times. I've seen people prospect 3 and 4 and 5 times. And why? If you can't get it the first couple times. So if we compact what you said, people, when you leave the club, you're damn right we feel salty because we feel like the girl left at the prom. Like you saw another girl and you went home with her and you came to the prom with me. And then I hate to see you go be an amazing citizen in somebody else's club. You know you couldn't ride in the rain till I taught you how. Now you over there teaching them how to ride in the rain, like you some kind of rider.
Yes.
Yeah. Hold on a second. I want to introduce the individual who came up with the topic, who's very, 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 very late. I want to bring in Yada. A lot of people, they didn't know she was coming. She rides. She's in a female club. Yada, go ahead, tell them who you are, tell them who you ride with. And first of all, let's give her a warm round of applause. Yeah.
And he did say we was on CP time.
I'm sorry, I was at work. My name is Kenyatta. Miss Yaya. I ride with. I'm the business manager with Rare Angels MC.
Okay.
So, and as I asked and I stated earlier, you came up with this topic, club hoppers, and I only feel that it's right that you share why. I'm sure that it was something on your chest, something in your heart that was bothering you, and I want you to speak on it. I want to hear what it is.
I mean, I'm saying me. First of all, I was in one club. Well, first I just ride with everybody. Then I end up joining another club up under LaToya. And I mean, sisterhood is good when it's good. um, women, or I'm not gonna say that. Clubs. I feel like some clubs are, when as far as ladies, how can I say it? I feel like we put we put our heart, we wear our heart out, and when things get emotional, we don't know how to address them. I feel as if we don't know how to address them until it's like we fighting with each other.
I mean, hey, I'm not in the female club. I'm only going off of what you speaking on. But what I will say is that me personally, I noticed that when we talk about club hoppers, I noticed that with female clubs, it's a lot of club hoppers. And I only speak on club hoppers with the female clubs because it seems like every summer it's a different female club that's out here. And within that female club, it's a girl from,
Another
5 or
club.
6 clubs, girls from another club here. We fell out. We started another club. And I think in the last, 3 or 4 years, there's been like 7, 8 different females that wanted to start their club, roll half a year, and then they were at another club. So that's just my perception when it comes down to females and female clubs. I think that I see that it's a high turnover rate. Why? And I don't know why. Do you have any idea, except for the emotional side, of why the turnover rate is so high when it comes down to these female motorcycle clubs?
As far as, well, I've only been into female clubs. I was actually I was in another club, and Toya like, come on, let's join. I was like, okay, I'll come on join. Like, but I roll with everybody. I hang out. I go everywhere. I go by myself. A lot of even if when I was not in a club. So as far as me, as far as the club hopping part, the reason why I said that to you, Lavish, was like, yeah, we do see a lot of different people joining different clubs. One minute you be like, well, damn, they were just over here. What happened? What happened over there? So that's why I said something about club hopping. Even within clubs, it's just I mean, I see men do it too, not just women.
True.
But
That's true.
but I guess I see the more women do it than the men.
What is the reason behind it? I mean, is it management? It goes back to you wasn't here. You missed a lot of stuff that
Yes,
we were
I
talking
did.
about. But you had Black Dragon. He was talking about the responsibility of the club, what the club owes the members. How does that play into a group of females?
I mean, sometimes it's leadership. I mean, sometimes it can be the leadership. I mean, as far as some women, as I could say, women be like, well, they not doing it right. Women not doing things right, or why she doing it like this? So we go through. I think more.
It's you know what else? It seems like to me. It seems like a lot of with women. I can't say per se your club because
Right.
everybody and I mess with them for sure.
Right.
But this is not directed at your club.
Right.
But it seems like a lot of cliquish. But it's cliques and don't get it twisted though.
It's cliques in
cliques
every
in
club.
every club.
Yep.
So that could be some of it. Maybe or maybe not, but it's like it's cliques in
Every
every
club. It
It's
is,
cliques,
and when you say that, I mean, I came into a club. I was like, I wanted sisterhood. You know what I'm saying? I'm an only child, so when I look, these my sisters. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I felt like these supposed to be my sisters. So when the clicking part, I'm like, dang, why they doing this part over here, and why we doing this over here, instead of not all as one. So you are correct. It is cliques in clubs.
So you were in another club. You started a club, or should I say, you were in a club, and then you went to another club, which is the club that you're in now. Why did you go from one club to another, and would you consider that to be a step up?
The first club I was in, I'm outspoken, so I basically I say what's on my mind, how I feel, and if I don't like it, I'm definitely gonna tell you. So the first club I was in, I felt some BS. It was a lot of BS. So I came in under the club up under one person, and then she left to better herself in another. So then other people took the club. So I'm like, okay, I'm good on y'all, and I kind
So
of stepped back.
so this is Black Dragon. When it comes to motorcycle clubs and why people leave and things like that, I try never to get into to the why
To the
and what,
why.
Right,
to the the,
right,
the the club business aspect of it.
right.
When I counsel women's motorcycle clubs, and I meet with motorcycle clubs all over the country, and we try to work out problems that they have. And when I counsel with a lot of women's motorcycle clubs, one of the biggest issues is that the clubs are brand new. Um, there are a few women motorcycle clubs around that are 20 years old. There are some, but there's a lot fewer. So women getting into the biker game, especially on the black motorcycle set, into the biker club game, is new. So they don't have a lot of the procedures and bylaws
Oh, the old
and
clubs.
conflict resolution management techniques that the older clubs have on the male side. We have a lot more experience with that. So a lot of times, just by the gender of how women get down, that with not having good conflict resolution principles, not understanding a lot of how motorcycle club structure is set up, where the sergeant at arms does this, and not having those things put in strongly and reinforced, and lessons taught and retaught and training, that leaves a lot of space for leadership not to be able to keep that motorcycle club together. Uh, Another thing is, you can say this happens more in women's motorcycle clubs, or I see it a lot more over there, but you're not understanding that because they're new at it, they're going to have a lot more failures while they're trying to learn how to get it right. Because the average motorcycle club that starts only lasts about 3 to 5 years anyway. If you look at all the pop-up clubs that were in where you guys are, I believe it's Detroit. If you look at all the pop-up clubs that were there 5 years ago, how many of them are still here now? So the average motorcycle club only lasts 3 to 5 years anyway. If you're lasting more than 5 years, you're doing something. So these are clubs that are going to fail anyway, um, because of how motorcycle clubs operate. So to stop club hopping from there, the managers, the people that run the clubs, the leaders, president, vice president, sergeant at arms, the top three of the executive board, have to come together, and they have to understand how to train people, how to write bylaws, how to manage bylaws, and how to manage conflict resolution. And once again, how to stop the sects, the cliques from forming. And so that's what you're seeing there. And we as brothers that have been doing this for a lot longer, we need to be reaching down and helping. We need to be training. We need to be putting information out to help the success of these clubs. But they had the hardest time even being able to get on the set and come to a meeting and not be called out of their names in the first place. So they've come from a long way to be where they are these days.
Yeah, definitely a long way, man. And it wasn't an easy fight for them clubs back then. And it seems like it's just so easy for a club to pop up nowadays. Just think of the thought. I want to join a motorcycle club. I want to make my own club. And I want to get a leather vest and I want to wear it.
Right. I've never I'm a little different. I've never had a problem with pop-up clubs. Every club was a pop-up club at one time. If you ask me, I think you shouldn't try to start your own motorcycle club because 90% of them are going to fail in the first 3 to 5 years in the first place. I think you should try to find another club that exists and try to get into it. And matter of fact, I made a video called 10 Reasons Why You Shouldn't Start a Motorcycle Club. But I will tell you that I'm just amazingly impressed by people that are founders, people that have what it takes to start a motorcycle club. I have started dozens and dozens of chapters of the Black Sabbath Motorcycle Club Nation, but I have never started my own motorcycle club like the original 7 founding fathers of our motorcycle club, and the father, the father of the Black Sabbath Nation, Paul Pep Perry. I don't know how the father did it. I don't know how these 7 guys did it and went and started something from nothing. I was given, my motorcycle club was already 13, 14, 15 years old before I ever even came to join it. So, wow, I take my hat off to people that start clubs. To me, you're not a pop-up club if you start the right way. If you don't start the right way, then you're a pop-up club, in my opinion. And I say that because chances are you won't be here tomorrow. And that's what I think pop-up means. Pop up today, not here tomorrow. So depending on how you bring yourself into what we do as a collective will also be one of the things that determines how long you will last in this thing that we're doing.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely agree with you on that. What about you, Pedro?
It's hard. It takes a lot of work. It's hard. It's a lot of work for sure. And, everybody, I think everybody starts out happy, game to do it, get it. We going to get it going. Until they see how much work it really takes. That's a lot of work.
No, I believe you. It's a lot of work, and it's a lot it's personalities you got to deal with as well. A lot of work building.
Work.
Yeah, no, I agree with the work part.
And then it's a lot of people that they may not see your vision. You know what I'm saying? So they not going to be, and everybody's not going to work as hard as you, because everybody different anyway. So everybody not going to put the work in that you work or see your vision.
Yeah, I agree.
So it's hard, man. I salute them guys, man.
Yada, you got something to comment on
like
that?
I agree with.
It's a lot of work. It's constant.
Yes, always. It's all you always trying to do something to,
because you're trying to stay relevant,
right? Yep, trying to build.
So it's hard.
We got a comment that said something. Y'all know how to get along. Y'all don't know how to get along. Pretty much talking about women don't know how to get along in these clubs, and yeah, I'm looking at some of the comments that's on here.
I'm trying to see them too.
Yeah. So is that true? Y'all women don't get along?
No, that's not always true.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like it. I feel like everybody, you're not gonna get along with everybody. I mean, I don't give if it's a male club or female club. I mean, somewhere, somebody, y'all gonna have a spat. I mean, but that doesn't mean that there's still no love. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so I don't want to cut you off, but I'm only going to be it's no holds barred, right? So we got a comment that came in, right? Someone said, "Tell the truth." It's pretty much sex is 75% of the problem with these motorcycle clubs. Jealousy of who the president is and who is doing better than who. Y'all got any? Is that any truth? Does it, jealousy, sex being a problem within these clubs, making people, run whoever's the president? I'm only repeating. Sex problems. I just don't want to say the word, but
I ain't never thought about sex in the bike.
Right, that's I'm like.
No, I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I mean, we can play, you
well,
know.
Yeah,
but
it go on now.
Right.
You know
it
what I'm saying?
down
Right.
Here
right.
it go.
It do go down.
And it goes back to again dealing with a club member that's dealing and trying to talk to your mate, like Black Dragon said, Facebook and inboxing and all that. It would, a major problem. And I'm just going off the comments. We talked about a lot of this stuff, but I'm just reading the comments right now. You know, some of the comments that's coming through. You know, and then especially in the women's club. Hey, y'all, we're men. We're not in the women's club. We just keeping it. I'm just going off what's being asked. They coming through the comment. They coming through my phone.
God, I'm trying to
so I'm gonna read them. You know, I'm not. Hey, they want to know, so I'm gonna ask. I'm not gonna sit back here and try to water it down.
Look, I'm gonna say
it's the third person. DNP stuff is the greatest problem of this thing of ours. Black Dragon.
Chime in on this. Chime in on this.
Yeah, everybody got quiet on it, but I'm just saying.
They're not lying.
They're not lying. They're not lying, man.
I want to. You lie.
You know, that's you know, these are, you know, they coming through, man. They coming through.
Hey, but
with
you
the
know what a lot of
now.
that is, though. I be thinking, man. Sometimes I be thinking, man. It's just my perspective of what I be seeing on the bike set. It seems like a lot of I watch people. I don't say nothing because, for one, it's not my business. But I watch people. They go purchase a bike. Boom, guys and women and men. I see them, and I don't know if they didn't. Not saying I'm better than nobody, nothing like that, but I'm saying it seems like they didn't have a life before this bike thing, and then they wasn't, like, I see a lot of women do this. I seen men too. I'm gonna get on them too.
Right, please do.
I am, but I see, because I seen a lot of dudes, and it's just like, I don't know, maybe they wasn't getting no love in high school or something, but then they get this bike, right?
Oh man,
They the man.
They're a whole different human.
They the
so
man.
I be looking, I be like, saying, damn, is this the same dude? I just seen the dude last year walking in the dealership, you know, like, and so by the next summer, you know, he get a bike, and I think that he thinks that it's him. But it's the bike. You know what I'm saying? It's the bike. I see women do it too. Like, they get the bike. And
they transform.
They transform into this whole different person, and then they get on the set, and then I guess, you know, with guys, I'm gonna keep it 100. What they don't know, I'm gonna say it like I see it on a bike set. And a woman come on a bike set. First of all, a lot of dudes ain't seen her, and so, you know,
Fresh piece of meat.
they just want to fuck you. That's why I'm gonna keep it 100. They want to fuck on you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Dragon, Black Dragon, where you at, man? Hey, look, so
No.
Hey, look, so, and I think the women be thinking, it's them, or I'm attractive now, or I don't, not say they not attractive, but they think they getting more attention than they probably have had. So it's like, and then the next thing you know, she with Tom,
Dick.
then she with him. Then she with him, and then she done passed around through the whole.
And then him, then it flipped to her.
Oh man, we got another one coming in, man. We say motorcycle clubs have become more social than actual riding motorcycle clubs.
That's true, but I'm gonna tell you something. What I think though, I've been around motorcycle stuff basically my whole life. I got in the club, my first club, of course. Detroit Hardy Boys and Girls. Shout out to Kings. I'm trying to say Kings Hardy. No, shout out to Hardy Boys and Girls. That's why I came from that. I'm gonna always rep that because that's where I came from. Shout out to them. But, and I have seen how people get on this bike set, man, and they become a whole different being, man. You know, it's like, I guess they think it's them.
Yeah. They transform,
They
man.
transform to a person I like. This is not the same person. You know,
So
But it takes the people when you really know who they are. You can look at them and say, man, we know who you really are, man. You perpetrating the
so like you
fraud.
were saying,
I
Lavish,
grew up with you. What was that, Black Dragon?
so like you were saying, and I wanted to unpack some of the things you said. So we never got a chance to get to that part. Those guys that so-called take a step up or whatever the case may be, and then all of a sudden you dealing with the guy tougher than nails. But when you were in my club, your wife wouldn't let you ride on Tuesday. So now you got to get out on Tuesday. So you tough now. It is crazy what a patch, some leathers, and a new Harley can do for somebody who was voted least likely to succeed in high school. And
yeah.
now here we are on the next level of high school. And you got a paint job, a stereo system, and tennis shoes that match your motorcycle. And all of a sudden,
No, you got. I don't know about down in Atlanta, but we got big wheels. We got big wheels. You get you a big wheel around here, you gonna get you a couple girls on you, man. You get you a 26, a 32. Oh man, you winning. All you got to do is pull up with your music.
and your tennis shoes that match your motorcycle, and I know you're not riding nowhere out of town with that.
Not at all.
Absolutely not. Oh,
I don't even know if those tires will hold
Black
up
Dragon,
on a 1,000-mile ride.
Black Dragon, check this
Yeah.
out though. Hey, they putting them things on trailers now. They put that they put that thing on a trailer.
Yeah, not in our club.
Oh, no, me neither. But hey, man,
No, you got to ride. You got to ride them things. Hey, but somebody said this. Motorcycle clubs. Since we did the movie Biker Boys, and I'm responsible for this. I'm part of the problem here, because after we did the movie Biker Boys, before we did Biker Boys, the Black Biker set was on its way out. It was crashing, and we did the movie Biker Boys, and this thing has exploded. What you don't know that becomes a result is, the set is different now. There are different people than when we start. It's like when you start your motorcycle club, and the folks that are running it now, they're not the same folks that started with you as you start to get older and get to where they call me OG. I can't believe I'm an OG. Like I thought. That cat called me an OG. I almost cried. I almost broke down crying. I mean, I know it's respectful and everything, but I still want to be young John. I started to go dye my hair just before I even started this thing. But it's crazy. It's not the same. And we have to recognize that the motorcycle club set has become, on the black side, a social endeavor. It is just a social endeavor as any kind of thing you might think, because a lot of folks, churches are did you know when you grew up you used to do church all day and all night, and sometimes you would have Tuesday, the revivals, and them things would be a week long. Yeah. And how much of that was actual church? Them people was eating and hanging out with each other and having fun and laughing and talking about each other and all this stuff. And I was like, man, can we go home, mama, please? So if it takes up a certain amount of your life, it does become a social thing. And we as the men that kind of run this thing, man, it's like, bro, are we gonna get on these things and ride somewhere? Can we ride these things?
Yeah.
They don't have scooter bums no more.
No, because I remember we used to ride out of town, man, and our procession was 3 miles long with cars, trucks, camping gear. We'd have the ladies would set up the camp. We'd be racing and riding in the dirt and the mud. Oh my gosh. And like cats now, if we're not staying at the Marriott, it's like, ain't nobody laying up underneath the blanket under the bike, getting rained on, and waking up smiling. Man, your woman.
No, because I don't even want to do that, Black Dragon.
Yeah,
see, it's gone, man. The love is gone. You hurt me. I'm gonna cry again.
it is. Well, shucks, man. We want to go ahead and wrap this up. We talked about the whole club hopping thing, and that was the topic of this conversation, man. And at this point, man, talking to the individuals that's here with us right now, I'm safe to say that it's not really club hopping, depending on who you ask, is not necessarily a good or a bad thing. It's just everybody's circumstances are completely different, and we all have our different views on how we deal with people that go from club to club. Is it a step up? Some people graduating, going somewhere, and different life things happening. I'm gonna still stick to what I say when I say about club hopping. I'm just not with it. I'm not for it. I'm against it, no matter how much I hate my club or like my club or argue with my club. Nothing changes. I mean, if I go from my club to another club, I'm still gonna have those same problems. So I probably want to still have those same problems with the guys I'd already done been around for the last 20 years, and then a few years before I actually got into that club and joined that club. So that's I want to finish my take on that and say that guys that I see going from club to club, MC to MC to and outlaw clubs, certain guys, I mean, especially the ones that come from my club, it is a certain level, and I don't kick it with you the same way.
No,
I still like you. I just don't kick it with you the same way.
No.
I feel that. And to each his own. Everybody is different. That's just the way I feel about it, man. I mean, no matter how many times I thought about leaving my club, it's just the pride thing from me joining that club and staying solid is still there, man. I want to just be loyal to what I started. And then not only that, the world, as far as people that know I'm in a motorcycle club, they identify me with this particular club. So it doesn't matter where I go. If I was to go to another club, people are still gonna identify me as Lavish from the club that I'm in.
Right.
Yeah. So
and I want to add one thing to that, and that is when people start talking about stepping up. As far as I'm concerned, I am in the greatest motorcycle club in the entire world, so there is no step up from the greatness that we are.
Exactly. And what is really a step up? Like, just because you become a 1%er, your club can still be fucked up.
I know a lot of one percenters. I know a lot of 1%ers that are fags. I ain't saying it in a homosexual way. I'm just saying just because they 1%ers, they still weak as hell. And that's just that, man. I mean, I see it all the time. I know it. I know your life.
I mean,
I grew up with you.
I mean, a man is.
I remember you used to run. Man to no man, they weak, and I feel like they hiding behind, I'm a 1%er now. I'm one bad boy. No, you're not. You're weak. You're standing behind a gang of other, not everybody, but some of these 1%er clubs, they do got a lot of cowards in their clubs, and when they join these 1%er clubs, they hide behind that. And that's why some of them feel like, hey, I want to leave this club because I'm pissed off at the club I'm in, and I want to go to this bad club over here that got a reputation. That's my take.
Right.
I don't know about y'all, but that's my take.
It happens.
Yeah, that's
every club. I say every 1%er club has 99%ers in it, and every 99%er club has 1%ers in it.
I consider myself an outlaw in my club. I speak on it all the time. I'm still waiting on a nomad patch because I'm my own guy.
Well, there you have it. So my thing is this. Understanding how clubs operate, when they go to that other club, they're not the same person no more. You're not looking at the same cat. You're looking at the cat now that's part of them. Mm-hmm. So you think he ain't about nothing. And he might not be. but he went someplace that was different, and they normally, typically, have something that's a little bit stronger going on, and that's why he's able to make that claim. So, I mean, a club is built up of all kinds, great and small, but it's the club here that we are, and he's part of us. So, think he's a chump if you want to, and put it on him if you want to, but you're gonna have to face the rest of his brothers, and that's how
Right.
that works. It's always worked like that from the neighborhood, mafia, whatever the case may be. Not everybody is a strong warrior, but we got enough of them here. You can find out.
Yeah, yeah, we definitely got in every club, man. You got those guys that stand alone. That's a bad, that's some bad mamma jammers within their own rights. Yada, well, actually, I want to come to you last. About it, but Pedro, what's your take before we close out on club hoppers? How do you feel about them? Your definition, and leaving the show. Your final thoughts.
My final thoughts is, me personally, when I have had that happen in our club, and I actually don't look at them the same. I'm gonna keep 100 to you. I don't 100 with you. I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? I don't like it. I think it's the loyalty part of it, because I always thought like this: if it's something, if you in a club, and I think if something ain't going the way, because in every club is nothing going to go
Perfect.
everything your way, perfect, period. So, but I always figured, like, if you in a club and there's some things in there that you're not liking, it's your job as a member to make that change.
Exactly. You have to put yourself in that position to make that
Yeah.
change. Don't just talk about it, speak about
No,
it, and
don't.
then try to go to a whole other club, because now you're going over there to try to fix another change that you running from.
Exactly. Because you're going to have an issue in every club. It's going to be some things that you don't like, some things that you don't want to do, some things that you're not going to like. So why even, that's my personal perspective on it, but why even do that when you can just stay where you at and make that change?
And just make it work out. Work it out.
Fix it and don't destroy it.
Fix it and build it.
Everybody ain't gonna do all that, because again, they're pissed off at that particular time, which is the reason why they
they ain't in
left that
feelings.
club. They definitely ain't.
There's a lot of grown men. That's another thing too, man. There's a lot of grown men in these clubs that be in their feelings. You know what I mean? Get into their feelings.
And not only that, it's starting to become a following thing now.
Yeah.
So like this club hopping shit have become cool now. A lot of people is not addressing it. It's not like how it used to be. So now it's, well, shit, he over there and shit, I'm gonna go over there too. Like, you don't even really have a reason to really leave. You just want to leave because you being a following ass motherfucker. That's it.
Or that's his boy. He gonna go where his boy going.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, that's not. I mean,
some of them do. Not all of it. I've seen it though.
Yeah. I got a lot of close bros that then left my club. I still love them to death, but it goes back to what y'all say. I don't look at them the same.
Mm-hmm.
Because damn, nigga, like, how can you stand across the room with some total fucking strangers looking at me while I'm getting into it with other motherfuckers that we supposed to be bros? I don't understand that. How can you go somewhere and you've been over here 15 years? We done cried together, we done got into it, we done slept together, we done ate, we know every fucking thing about each other. I know when you about to get over on the bike without you even signaling to get over. We know this about each other. How can you go and start all the way over with some guys that you don't even know? I would rather just go in fucking retirement and never come back out before I do that.
Yep. Are those your final words?
Yes, sir.
All right, Yada. Topic conversation starter. What's your final thoughts on the club hopping thing, man? Let's talk about it.
My perspective is, I'm will agree with you when you said, fix whatever is going on in your club instead of trying to go do another club and still do the same shit because it doesn't. It how can it does not make it's not gonna make it better over there, or will it be able? Can they? The person who left the club and took whatever other members or whatever, does that make it? Will it make it better if they join another club, or instead you stand with the club that you were with and fix it? That's just my perspective of it.
Hey, let me ask you a sidebar real quick though. This is straight to you though. So if some members left your club and went to another club and that didn't work out, and they say, well, you know what?
They ain't coming back.
We're gonna come back over
No, the
here
fuck
and
they
help
ain't.
fix it over there.
They ain't.
We don't
coming back.
It ain't going down.
Under no exception.
None.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that part.
Go over there where your loyalty was at, cause you left this one.
Oh man.
They made a mistake though, y'all.
Okay.
No, that's not a mistake.
Right. he fucking with me.
They made a mistake, man.
Oh man. All right, y'all. So
All right,
listen,
man.
I want to close this out. We can close this out, man. I think it was a great conversation. I think when I posted Club Hoppers on there, they seen it and they, oh man, ooh, it's gonna be juicy.
Right. Drag out.
Yeah, messy.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is, man, is that on the platform, it's not about being messy. It's just an open discussion, man. And within the open discussion, it's about getting different people's views, how they feel, getting their take on that. And then hearing it from just different individuals, man, on how it is. So it's never really a right or wrong way, because we feel and think the way that we're gonna think anyway. Right. What you agree with, I might not agree with, but it's just an open discussion, a place that we can vent and still communicate with each other during these winter months before the Lavish bike night starts.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so I just want to thank everybody, man, that tuned in, that's watching. You can follow me on Instagram, like and subscribe to my YouTube page, Lavish T Williams. Thank Black Dragon for joining in, tuning in to the show. Thank Tank, from Boogie Down, from joining in.
What up, Tank?
Thank
We
you.
got Pedro, we got Yada in here.
Hey, we got the great Black Dragon.
Yeah, we in here,
And
man.
We was lucky, man. We was lucky.
So yeah, like I say, man, we gonna tune back in next Wednesday, man. We gonna do another podcast, man, with another bike topic or whatnot. And everybody that's out there watching, man, these topics really just come from you guys. So if you got a topic, man, and it's interesting, and we can learn from it, engage different people's thoughts on it, shoot me an inbox. If you got my number, shoot me a text or whatnot, man, and we just gonna talk about it, man. We can get some of these things off our chests. We're not really going to directly throw people under the bus and talk about them. However,
Right.
whatever comes to mind and whatever comes out your mouth, that's you. You want to let you use your First Amendment to, say whatever you say, but it's not here to clown and down anybody. What's going on, Black Dragon?
I'm jealous of that wallpaper. I'm getting you some Black Dragon wallpaper. You're gonna know where it came from.
Yeah. I gotta put it out there, brand, man. But me and Black Dragon, man, we chopped it up, man, and we got something. Well, I ain't say we. He has something that's going to be coming up that he's going to be doing, and I'm going to be a part of it. It's no dates, it's no time. I just want y'all to, get ready to, check it out and look out for it. I'm not sure if you want to elaborate on it right now, if you want to wait before we leave or whatnot. But, we got some things coming down the road.
Sure. This is I'm going to start a news channel that I'm moving off of some of the MC stuff. I'm going to go mainstream with a news channel. kind of like you may have seen. What's that guy's name we talked about earlier?
Roland Martin.
Yeah, like Roland Martin. So I'm going to do a news kind of program like that, and I'm going to have folks that we call upon to ask about various news programs that we do. And I've asked Lavish if he would, be a part of that with me, and he has said he would. So it's going to be called the Black Dragon Report. The YouTube page is already built. It's been up for a while, and we're just going to start doing news segments for issues that matter with Black folks in our community and how we respond to it. We don't have to, be victims of the mainstream or lamestream media. We have our own take about things, and it was this kind of media that brought stuff to light, like the Ahmaud Arbery shooting, and the prosecution of those folks that wasn't going to happen. It was independent news agencies like the one I'm going to be doing, like what Lavish does. That's what made this happen. So it was also what made the oh my goodness, the George
Floyd.
Thank you. The George Floyd thing happened. It was this kind of reporting in this. So that's what we're going to be doing. And thank you for giving me a chance to present that, Lavish. And hopefully it's going to be really good. It's going to be even more successful than Black Dragon Biker TV has been.
Absolutely. All right, everybody. I want to see y'all tune in next Wednesday for another Lavish Bike Night as we go virtual.
You dig?